both players hitting this match in a rich vein of form.
Well, Scott came through. Was it his last round that was the 6 red shootout?
Yes, yeah. Andrew Patrick, was it?
Yes, yeah. We were just discussing that, myself and Nick. When we were commentating on the last match. He took a ball in the middle on the shootout, and it took 11 seconds before he could play a second ball because the white just kept rolling and rolling.
Was that Andrew, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he broke and then he stood and chalked his cue.
That was one of the first bits of advice I was given, because Sharon James actually did that in one of the early shootouts, and someone said, actually, don't take your chalk out to a 6 red because you naturally... So I actually left it on the side so I couldn't...
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Or keep it in your bridge hand.
No, you just don't chalk your cue.
Right, yeah, that's right. You just... Because you're not looking to do anything fancy anyway, it's plain ball and everything. So.
Well, the rest of his clearance, he would have actually been less than sub 20 without that shot that went up and down, and it didn't even look like he was running. He was just literally coasting around and just knocking the rest in, stun the rest in.
Yeah.
But Scott took his out really well. So
he's just on this one, slightly hampered bridging. He's got the red he's nearest to, just above the 8 ball to the bottom right if he needed to, but I think he's going to hope to play the red into the yellow pocket.
I think he'll get rid of that one now and then use the one over the right centre, or by the right centre, to then come down the table. Such a good player to watch, Scott.
Yeah, it is. He is. He's a little bit. He's out quite a bit on this one. I have to drop it in and play the one just below and right to the 8 ball.
I'm just wondering if those 2 reds are a natural plant. I say a natural plant, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's going to play the one just low right of the 8 ball. Maybe cannon into the back of the yellow. Doesn't need to, and then you have the one furthest up table, left centre, and it just opens up. But yeah, this is just what the doctor ordered, really, from Scott. That's nicely played.
Again, it's hard to see whether he's finished dead straight or...
It's a fraction of angle, but he's pretty straight. Just stop dead, and top through.
It's not ideal, you're very close to your work, aren't you?
Yeah, it is.
I think.
A bit awkward. But you can stop the cue ball dead there, and then you get a top through for the bottom red along the bottom rail to the right pocket.
It's not ideal, not really what you want in the first round. You don't need these, because they are, I would describe them, fiddly.
Yeah, touch off, doesn't it? Yeah, it's still across. Oh,
that's a great shot.
Bit of reverse on that one. See the cue ball still spinning. Risky one, because you could easily put that in the bottom corner. But still.
Again, it's personal choice, but he's just going to run this through and then put the black into the left centre.
It's nice to play one of those in the first round. It kind of oils your elbow, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's not just that. It sends a message as well that I'm here, I'm settled, I'm good to go.
Over to you. You'll go.
Yeah.
It's good.
Jez won his last 32 match 7-5. And then a close one. Christophe Lambert 7-6.
Yeah, just saw Christophe in the lift. Not very talkative. Chippy and Tom Jones 3-all.
I always find it amazing how players do that. Sometimes it's just one shot and it seems to open up the entire frame.
Yeah. That bit, didn't it? Just look at some of the prelims for event 4. Interesting. Odie Bell 3-1 up against Peter Mullaney, who had the good result yesterday against Shane Thompson in event 3.
Yep.
Beat him 7-3. Ryan Lambeth, young lad from Somerset, is 4-2 up against Paul Clack. So, interesting. Lewis Roberts 6-4 up against Clayton Castaldi. Just my eyesight's not great. This is Fox too small. Yeah, Clayton Castaldi. And Josh Juhasz is 6-4 up against Luke Sanjis.
Be interesting to see how I call them the China guys, but it was quite noticeable that the guys who've travelled back from the event in China pretty much all went out straight off.
I think our fan was kind of an exception to that.
Yeah,
But
but pretty much most of them, whether it was Chris Mellin or Shane Thompson. So obviously, I know it's only an extra day, but an extra day's rest, sleep. Be interesting to see if those guys can sort of settle into event 4.
That's right, yes. And they haven't been putting the hours on the small table, small balls, have they?
No, but I'm sure a few of them will have been having a knock last night. And Scott's made easy work. I know he makes most things look easy, to be fair, but he's made easy work of these.
Make sure of that one. There's no way he was getting that cue ball stuffed behind the yellow.
No.
Ooh. That was unexpected.
But again, your first real chance to get your hand on the table and have a look.
It's not a nice one, is it? Just a couple of those hands stuck in the jaw. A tough one. Slightly elevated bridge, you've got to make sure you get the centre contact, otherwise you end up swerving that cue ball.
Yeah.
So, playing this one a lot of the left hand side. Look at that extreme left hand side, bring the cue ball across towards the 8 ball. Yeah, we'll be okay. Have another go at getting better on that yellow.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? Focus on the pot, roll it in. But again, a bit like the first frame with Scott, that's a lovely settler to make you feel like, yeah, I'm in this match.
Expect someone to crumble more and more. More someone catches up with you, won't see, but
yeah, and especially when you play at that standard. I mean, because you know that if you're Scott, you are literally livid right now because of missing that black, and then the fact that you've been punished for it.
Yes.
But how they are able to recover so quickly,
that's right.
It's so admirable, and it's really fascinating to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Jez would have sat in the chair looking at Scott over that thinking 1-2-0 down.
Yeah.
And then split second, he's then had to turn it on a shot block. Took his extension straight away to settle himself.
But again, as a player, you know the importance sometimes of you really need to make them pay, and it gives you an extra incentive to try and take out a difficult finish.
Yeah.
basically to punish them. So you know that you're gonna, because some people they do crumble. And sometimes it can be a mistake that changes the match, not necessarily because someone's head's gone, but it gives their opponent the opportunity, and then the belief comes from that.
Yeah, you imagine how Scott's going to react now. He's missed a black to hit a dry break.
Yeah.
He's got the potential 2-0 up to being 2-1 down.
Yeah.
You know, that could happen. You know, still more work to do, obviously. But
I do enjoy the psychology side of the game. I did see a sports psychologist many years ago when I was always the bridesmaid, and I couldn't quite. But I am talking over 20 years ago. And the little tricks that you can do as a player.
Yeah, positive triggers.
Visualization, all that type of stuff. I find it really interesting because pool is on the smaller table, so everybody in theory knows how to pot or clear up.
Yes.
But the psychology of everything, right down to the handshake at the start of the game, is I think it's a massive part of the game.
Yes, definitely. The handshake is like you could play your best mate.
Yeah.
And I always did it with golf. The handshake at the start, the handshake at the end. That's the trigger for we're now at war.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it works. It works. If you can do a handshake, as soon as your hands part from the handshake, that's it. You're back.
Yeah.
And you shake hands again and go and have a beer.
Yeah.
He was asked how he won a 6-green match, how he managed to maintain that focus for so long. He said, no, it's about being able to switch off and on. He said, hit your shot, smell the flowers. And it's true. It's true. He took the shot and then he'd relax and talk to the crowd. As soon as he gets to his ball, bang, he's in his zone again.
Yeah.
That's the skill he learned.
Again, it's an art form in itself, but Jez at the moment, he's made a ball, and Scott could quite easily find himself sitting in his chair, being 3-1 down.
That's it.
Have to take that. Yeah, I think he'll have to take it now. No, it didn't.
No. It's fascinating. It doesn't look like it goes.
Wow.
Really, doesn't it? It's just no. Don't tell me he didn't check. Right, this goes on.
Well, they say the camera never lies, but
It's certainly doing a deceptive trick on us now, isn't it?
if it doesn't go, that's a major mistake from Jez there.
I would eat my shoe if he boxes red, but I like his shoes, so I'm not going to. Swag.
The camera does lie.
Trickery.
What is this wizardry we're seeing in front of us? I'd love to know it. I'd love answers on a postcode if anybody else thought that red went in that pocket.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of, you see those old photographs where people just staring blank at the camera because they didn't know what to do, and the long exposure, just stay still, and they're thinking, what's this, it's going to take some of my soul away. This photograph. Yeah, that's weird.
Wow.
Really did look at that.
Jez's cue ball in these last two frames has just been so perfect. And he's almost playing like he's down his local club.
Well, yeah, look, I mean, these last two clearances, he's left the chalk on the side for the last 3 or 4 shots. The chalk marks. But, we stop. No, just straight up. And he's using the old stuff as well. And he had chalked it, but it's just positive now.
It's the same as if you're 5-1 or 6-1 down.
Just crunch that.
That's massive.
It's dry.
Wow.
Oh.
But again, if somebody can win 6 on the bounce to go 6-0 up, why can't you win 6 on the bounce to level it?
That's right, yeah.
You know, that's how you've got to think, but it doesn't always work like that when you're out there.
That's right.
And that's unlucky. You can't hit them any sweeter.
That's right, that sweets enough. Sweets enough. So.
Pretty messy though.
It is. He wants reds really, doesn't he? Because breaking balls and stuff, but
even reds though.
yeah,
both of them are messy.
they are. What's he doing? Oh, 3-ball punt, yeah. Yellow, red, yellow. That would have worked. Sure.
Again, I think he knew that even doing that, it's not going to be leaving anything.
See the extension being taken now.
Yep.
Be careful with the breakout in the right corner because of the 8 ball as well. It's an awkward one.
The thing is at this point, you've got obviously the red up on the top cushion. That red looks like it doesn't pass the black. You know, I think he can actually bump both out and not disturb.
Double? Yeah.
Yep.
Got another double now. So you can play. He's slightly high on this double, so you could play this and top through and kick the yellow out from behind.
I'm not so sure about that one, but he can.
Yes, he does. Well, maybe we'll find there's a double kiss, lost a turn to the corner. Don't go in clean, but you might be able to get that yellow in. I don't know.
I'm not so sure. It does look like it's high and wide.
It does. Might give it a go. He has to double kiss it if he gets it. It's worth a go, if only to get the red over that way.
To be fair, there wasn't much else on anyway.
Sure. Jess has got the red that you could play in off the 8 ball, which would develop his other red in the bottom right corner, if need be. Ooh. Sneaky.
I think there was no harm in that at all, because even though it's moved the black, obviously, like we said, like you alluded to, Jez has actually got the reds down there to be able to develop the black, and it's still exactly the same position now anyway.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, he found it. Oh, no. A bit lucky. Stood up to make a signal, but no.
Got a nice angle here on this one to get across onto the other side.
That's it. Yeah, it's a lovely shot. Off the bush, off the bush. There you go. Nice. He wants to get down to a good position to make this breakout sooner rather than later, really. Next shot that he goes through. Track down towards that yellow in the bottom right corner. Whoa.
I don't think he's going to be. I think he's actually.
Yeah.
He's got nothing.
No.
That might be a bit of frustration.
Yes.
It's like a magnet when you've got one ball.
It is.
The amount of times that you find right behind it.
Yeah, it just rolls on and on and on and on and on. That's a nice shot. How did that not go in?
I don't know. He's hanging on by his fingernails at the moment.
We've had a couple of shots. That red that passed, the yellow just defied laws of gravity and defied laws of physics.
Again, Scott here can actually play off the red and develop the black.
Oh, that was so unlucky.
That was unlucky.
But it's a nice little position if he drops down there in a moment, just to Played the loss of turn and running behind the black.
Yeah, definitely. I actually thought he wouldn't have played it as hard, and that would have been his next shot anyway.
Yes, yeah.
So just open it up.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it would have been.
But again, having seen it again, seeing the way he's played it, he was definitely playing for that.
That's nice. Moved up and out. That's what he used to do. Just looking in the prelim for the Red 4, Amy Beecham is 2-0 up against Vivek Mack.
Go Amy.
Yeah. Peter Mulaney's got a couple of frames back. It's 4-3 to Oli Bell. Ryan Lambeth 5-4 up against Paul Clack. Some interesting scores there.
Yeah.
Have a look at the other ones here. Sean Chipperfield, he's 6-4 up against Tom Jones. Phil Parkin 3-1 up against Ryan Fleming. Lost a turn. You can get through to it, can't you?
He can, but the
Leave it
distance.
right in there for the combination shot, skill shot. Yeah, I know. It's not nice, is it?
No.
Go for it, then.
Hasn't really got anywhere to hide.
Well, could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse. Although I think he can actually use this shot straight away to try and
Yes.
disturb that corner if he wanted to.
Interesting. Yeah, that's nice. He can play this plant. So he can play off the side cushion high to come in and hit the inside of the yellow. I think it's probably the best way to do this. Don't play it onto the red. Just get the yellow out of the way. So hit the cushion, probably level with the black. That's it. Nice. Worked out very well.
I would have, but
Yeah.
again,
He's thrown. I think that's confidence, isn't it?
but it's not that at the moment. I mean, I've seen Jez play for years, but at the moment, I think this is the most comfortable I've seen him. He's literally like he's knocking down his local club and doesn't
Yes,
care.
That's right. He's hitting and standing up.
Yeah.
Which is a sign of him playing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him. 4-1. You bringing form into your weekend? Playing well at the moment?
Yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, I've had a good couple of weeks on the league pool, playing for the Scallops.
Scotland.
Jordan Scallops, yeah, not too bad. Again, a dry break. There was a lot in the last match that I covered on this table. So, but yeah, no, I've been practicing well. So again, you know what I'm like. What will be will be.
That's
I'll
right,
see
yeah,
what
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've been. It's not that. The amount of times I feel like I go into something and I think, oh, I'm playing really well. When I'll never say that I'm going to win anything, but
you
I'll be
feel-
like, oh, I'm playing really well,
it could.
and literally my arm falls off. And then other times I'll go into an event and I think, oh, I'm not too sure, and then I fly and I'm like, how's that work?
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know, so
There's a lot to be said for not piling the pressure on yourself.
I just go with the flow. What'll happen will happen.
Yeah.
And I'm a big one for talking about the pool gods and the luck and the run and things like that. And what will be will be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. And what's the term turned into Lego man? When the arms fall off.
Well,
They call it, don't they?
I can't say my arm falls off very often, but you just don't feel it. You don't.
That's right.
You just don't feel. So, like I say, hopefully I can.
Transfer that form into result. That's what you want. That's what you want. Yeah.
It is what it is. So
It's true.
I think that it's been more difficult in the last couple of years with obviously all the other stuff that I do with Paul as well.
Yeah.
Because your brain is just constantly full, and you can never be at these events and just be a player. People always want to ask you questions, but it's not a criticism, but I don't think sometimes it helps. But I'm still thoroughly enjoying it, and the platform that we've got, and it's only going to get better. And I can throw in some good stuff.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah. No, it's kind of like Rory McIlroy with golf, isn't it? I mean, he's doing all this tour sort of liaison stuff, and he's players representative and head of the PGA committee and that for players, and he's like rule number 2, and he's such a competitive player. You think that he would just not do anything to distract himself from the pure commitment to playing golf himself, but he says he loves it.
Sometimes it's nice to have something to keep. Well, I say keep you busy, but sometimes it's nice to especially if you get a lot of downtime at an event. It is nice to and also I'm a sociable person in terms of, so that side of it is good, but sometimes the problem is some people don't quite know where the line is, so you're literally just about to play and they go, have you got 2 seconds? Actually, no.
Yeah, that's right. No. See, I've got my cue in my arm. I'm just lining up my break.
But I just smile, but this is smile and wave.
Smile and wave.
This has been a great response from Scott.
Yes. Yeah. He came out nicely. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. How do those yellows look?
Yeah, I think that yellow, it passes in between the 3 of them.
Yep.
Into the left centre.
Just as that red messing things up a bit. Nope. That goes in nicely. Yeah, just sort of play that one and sort of stun up past the red for the top yellow.
Either or.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Flies in there, but it
does. You can just sort of stun off it and come up, and then everything's. There you go.
Sort of nicked a bit of that. Again, maybe there wasn't a full pocket there. Maybe we've again, these camera angles have been lying to us all day. So
yeah. We push the yellow down to 2.5 feet down the table. It must have been straighter than we thought. So if you could cannon the red on the left side of the table, just up from the 8 ball, that'd be perfect, I think. Here, just a soft cannon, just run into it.
I don't think he has to.
No, he hadn't. No,
because obviously he's got the one that's going into the right centre.
Yep.
It's literally right centre, left bottom, right bottom. If it goes, but I think it sails in.
See, that's straight than it looked. I was thinking about the soft cannon just so he wasn't too far down table to lose the white up table for the next yellow. But yeah. All angles, isn't it? Just what the doctor ordered.
Again, drop it in the corner, and then left centre for the black.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's just sort of going anti-clockwise around the table now. Peter Mullany is now 5 frames to 4 up against Odie Bell from 4-1 down. I don't know what's happened with Vivek and Amy because they're still 2-0.
Tactical battle?
Well, it's been 2-0 since Odie was 4-1 up. Casting a glance across, seeing how they're getting on.
I don't think so. I don't think, like most. I don't even know who I'm playing tonight yet. I still don't know. I just want to know what time I'm on and I'll worry about it later. Yeah.
Well, you don't worry about it, do you?
No.
Don't worry about your opponent. What does that ever do?
Again, you're only playing yourself in the table.
Exactly. I mean, who's ever won a match and come off it saying, I won that because I was focused on who I'm playing? No one has. And you get these players that play against a big name and they change their game up. You think, what are you doing that for? Is that your best game? You've always got you there. Yeah,
we do say that with the new intake of England players, because obviously once each level you take that step up,
yes.
you almost feel like that's a
Some
great
shot.
that's a great shot. It's a great opening shot. Yeah, people think, oh, I'm now playing at this level, international or pro. People want to see the white ball doing back somersaults and all the rest of it, and it's like, you just need to do what got you there in the first place. You don't need to change anything. Obviously, you can always work on your game, but you don't have to be. That was unfortunate. It glued to that, didn't it?
It did. Just wanted to pop off that one, but no.
I can't see an easy place to hide actually at this point.
No.
But yeah, do what you did that got you there.
Yes. There is nowhere to hide.
No, unless, well, can you jack up and cut across this to send it down to the bottom?
He's still got the one near the 8 ball to the... Oh,
He's nailed it. It's a great shot, Jez.
Wish we had a replay on that. That was fantastic. You see that just after the shot.
Wow.
How unlucky are you, Jess?
It's like the partner of the Red Sea then, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? It's like flick, 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 flick. But there is a natural path all around these reds. If you can nick this in and just hit the side cushion up just above the middle. Just got to miss that red in bulk.
I think the yellow.
Oh, Jess, that's ridiculous.
Wow. This hole just keeps getting bigger and bigger though, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
It's going to be a good test of cueing. It's literally... I didn't even realise you could get through to that one. That's a great shot. Whoa! It's been really unfortunate there. You have to come off the bottom cushion. You probably have to come wide. Yeah. Maybe come off the side rail as well. Play it off the bottom with a touch of side to come off the cushion, and then yeah, I think he's just looking at that now. I think the straight up and down, the turn of the corner pocket will not allow that, and he's played that. Oh, wow. I think that clearance deserved that.
Message our digital content creator, just a little tag for this match. We've got to keep an eye out for good shots that would look good, and just meshes them on. It's brilliant, that was. So yeah, I'm not the fastest typer. Sausage thumbs.
Wow, I thought you were sending a pigeon or something the amount of time you were, or semaphore flags or smoke signals or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's more my era. Send a messenger.
On a horse and carriage.
That's right, yeah. Pony Express, that it. Come on. Wobbly mic.
And whilst I think Jez deserved better for the clearance that he had, if you look at obviously the miss black from Scott early doors in the second frame, and the way his breaks have gone, I'm not saying it's fair, but I think looking at the overall match at this point, fours would be about right. But
balance of fortune.
I do feel that, like I say, although Scott's took out the clearances like they're nothing, I think Jez has looked the most comfortable. Around the table.
Yes, he has. He hasn't really made the mistakes that have caused him to sit and slump and sulk and sort of think, well,
I don't think Scott has really. I mean, if that black wasn't, it was a thin cut, but although by his own standards, he would have expected to get it, but I don't think it's going to bother him none. And
he does sulk a bit, yeah.
I don't know him that well. He always smiles when I see him, so.
Well, I used to live a couple of miles from him for 5 years. Yeah. Oh, he's alright. He's a good lad. He'd rather be on the golf course, put it that way.
So there's black for 4 all.
That's right. Yep. 15 and a bit minutes left. 15 3/4 left. Yeah.
You get settled into the format, the way everything works.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. He does think he gets bad luck though. I mean, every time I see him after a match, even if he's won, he go, see what I mean about my luck? I'm like,
yeah, but that's most ball players though, isn't it?
But he's excessive. He's excessive.
Don't listen to him, Scott. If you're watching it back, don't listen to him. We love you.
Oh, I'll get a message, I'm sure. He's just took these last few frames with consummate ease. But they were tricky, but he's made them look easy. And that's a sign of a great player, isn't it? They could do the sort of the simple stuff and just keep it.
And I know it sounds silly, but although Scott missed that black, I think Jez would be feeling the most hard done by at the moment. Like I say, because I think he has looked the most comfortable.
Yes.
But Scott has just, again, coming back to that psychology bit, he's just took him out, done his job.
That's it.
And again, after the dry breaks early doors, it'd be a right sucker blow for Jez if Scott pulls out a monster break and clears here.
It would, yeah. It's the sort of thing that happens, isn't it? There you go.
Wow.
Oh, how good your Reds look. How good your Enders look.
Anything
how good
you want.
Look.
Yeah.
There's no 2 balls together, is there?
No, there's only the only ball that's a little bit, I say, tricky or awkward is the black.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you're probably going to have to go reds. I say have to, but it's the best opportunity to be able to move stuff.
It is.
But then again, yellows have got more in the centre of the table to be able to develop and move stuff. So
yeah.
It's what you see and what you feel happy with at the time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not brilliant, is it? But
again, I think he's fine because he can leave himself a nice angle on that one into the left centre.
it could be a double. No. Right, so I think yellow nearest the 8 ball right centre. Possible if he doesn't get a good opportunity to clear it out, but don't know. That is unfortunate. He's got to play the cut to the middle, I think. He's got to cut the one nearest the blue spot to the left centre.
Again, I think
You've got to do it the other way. It's just straight up and down the table, but because everything else is covered. Yeah, those 3 directly in line with the middle bag are covered. So yeah, he's got to cut this one. We'll play it long. That's so hard to tell, isn't it? Yeah.
overcut it. Wow. There's a bit of a hand.
I think he was. It took taking too long. He used his extension, and he was right on the button of time.
I think he's actually helped Jez here.
He has. Yeah, that's all he needs to do.
I think that's not a problem with these rules, but the bit that I find interesting is that when you get the first opportunity, you're the one that develops.
Yeah.
Then, because you're developing, you've lost your position.
Yeah.
But then when it does fall down,
You've done all their work for them.
you've done the work for them.
Yeah.
And it's there's something to be said about going first, like going game first.
Yeah. It's hard school. It's hard school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like happy birthday. There you go. I mean, you say that you've still got to clear them up, but you've literally done the most of the work for you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jez would have wanted.
No. It's awkward.
Just overcut that into the middle.
Oh, he can get a table. Yeah, he's got angle. That's just deceptive.
I can't deal with it. And we need microphones and sit out there, out in the arena.
Yeah. Just stand by the table, walk around
Just
it.
with the public.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm on your way.
Yeah. Can I just have a look, see if that goes?
This is a nice delicate cannon to lay into the egg, wouldn't it? Pretty soft. Whoa. He's right, it's fine.
I hate these. That's a chop, that is.
Isn't it? You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just don't want to go twice across the table in the middle of the house.
I don't think he'd be anywhere near.
Oh, it's good. But you don't want to both be wrecked here.
It's a great break.
If you're paying a pound for a frame, you want 50p back after that, right, wouldn't you?
Again, looking at it, it's the same with the last match on this table. There's two that keep gluing together on the bottom rail, the centre of the bottom rail, and again, look.
Yeah.
It's messy. Although saying that, it's if by going reds,
Yes.
you've just got the one to be able to develop that. Where they are, because you need to be trying to do it as early as possible.
Yes.
And there's not many connectors to disturb it, you know. And again, if you think about it, if Jez was to go for a bit like the situation with Scott in the last frame, if he doesn't land on it, he's then opening up all of the yellows for Scott.
Exactly. It could be repaying the favour.
And the yellow that's above it is also blocking a path.
You could play the left red, the two just above the cue ball, into the yellow pocket and go off side cushion into that red yellow. You'd be on the red to the middle as a backup, but playing this off the red.
Is he playing it off of it?
Yeah.
That's a great shot. It looked like it was too. It looked like it was too low for that. That's a great shot.
Cracking shot. Yeah. Here we go. Look at this.
It looks too low, but he's made it. It's
He's
great.
always hit a full ball, and how hard he's hit it is just the amount of pace it took out of it. Yeah. So just stun the cue ball back 2-3 inches from this one to the bottom corner. Give himself an angle. Come down the right side. There you go. Perfect. Yes. So Jez Graham, 6-4 up. Oh. Scott has gone dry.
His body language walking
Yeah.
back. I do that all the time. It's like, really?
Yeah. It's a yellow covering the red. You can get to it. So yellow pocket and then left centre.
What I find quite interesting is the breaks are. If you look, the last break that Scott had, where he broke just, the white ball actually hit the left top rail.
Yes. Yes.
Coming back off of it, whereas that one, coming from the same position, almost went back into the right top pocket.
Yes,
so
yes, yeah.
he's, without realising it, obviously he's not done. He's done something different, so to speak. But
he's going to break the black out now.
He's going to have to do it now, I think.
Oh!
Miscued there.
Whoopsie.
While he was actually queuing, I was thinking he had more room. Although he was bridging over the reds, he was actually still quite close to the white ball.
Yeah, yes.
Whereas he had room to be able to come back a little bit and give himself maybe a bit more of a...
Certainly did, yeah. Yes.
This is a massive opportunity for Scott to... Was to stay in the match, actually.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Jez is on the hill, isn't he?
Yeah. Plant develop.
Yeah, definitely.
Hit between the 8 ball and the yellow. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. 8 ball goes in the middle. If he needs to be, you're dropping it to play in the top corner. Playing this one down by the racking line. Yeah. He's just got to make sure.
Again, it's personal choice with the way the 2 yellows are there now. He might feel like he wants to bump it, he'd bring it out even more. Again,
chance to, yeah. Last thing he wants to do is overhit it though and pop it out towards the reds, isn't it? But yes, yeah, it's an option to him.
It's all about, again, with Paul, it sounds silly, but certain shots, it's all about how you're feeling at the time. If you feel a little bit tight because of the situation, if you feel nice and loose and cool, it's just whatever works for you.
Definitely is.
And I don't think there's a right and a wrong.
No, that's right, it's what you're most comfortable with.
Yeah.
Because you're the one having to play the shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's, some people put too much pressure on that's not the right shot. The right shot is what works for you.
Yeah. It's like in golf. Some players play the draw, some players play the fade. You know, and if you're playing a dead straight hole, one player hits a draw, one player hits a fade, both in the middle of the fairway, and they've chosen that because of body shape, but also what fits the eye better.
Yeah.
And so different clearances fit the eye better.
He's dropped his head there, but I'm not. Is it because he's overcooked it?
Yeah, but he can still nick it in.
I think he's still okay, but
straight, didn't he?
I fully expect him to drop this.
Oh
thing.
yeah. Oh, he's left it. Oh,
wow, it almost like it had like a kick, like skidded off.
Really seen the 15-second shot the effect of it in this match because it's been so free flowing, isn't it?
I think half the time they've not used 15 seconds when at any point during it. Yeah. They're just not hanging around.
Caught those balls.
Oh wow.
Got nothing. Got ball situation. No.
Wow. That is
big
just what Scott needed right now.
Yeah, because this will take it to a shootout.
I don't know about that. What's the match clock at the moment?
5 minutes.
Oh, plenty of time.
They get 2 frames.
Plenty of time.
They get 2 frames in 5 minutes. 4:59. Yeah, no chance. Scott will make sure he gets this clearance. And we're going to be halfway through the next frame at 6-all, and I'm not going to be able to get any dinner.
That's not it now. I fully expect this.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
If I was Scott, the way these are laid out, he should be. And it's only a 15-second shot clock anyway, so it's not as if he can waste any time.
That's right. It's either going 6-all or 7-5. And then we'll see what happens on time-wise. Oh, he got away with that.
We didn't have to play that, but it's no different to what it was.
He's just frozen that red onto the yellow though. If it only went into this top corner with the yellows in the way. He's playing a lot of cannons here, I don't like it. There's a lot of oohs and wows going from the other commentary booth, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's the first time we've seen either player have to rush. He's knuckled. He's in. Oh,
wow. Oh, wow.
That was on time, wasn't it? Yes. Scott Gillespie.
Wow.
He needs to trace the left-hand side and he'd have missed that pocket.
Wow.
Well, it's packed your queue up, unfortunately. That's brutal. And in Jez's mop-up form at the moment, is anyone going to take bets on this?
Well, the thing with those shots, the shot that Scott's just played, I know when you're over the highest standard, people say, "Oh, that's just a bad shot. That's a terrible shot." Yeah, of course you know it's tracking towards the middle pocket, but I still think it's also unfortunate.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a fine angle.
With the distance that you're talking, for that's being covered,
That's right.
it's not an obvious one for me.
No, it's not. No. It's just being mindful of the white being smaller, that it's easier to go in at a fine angle. That's the
Yeah,
only thing,
definitely,
isn't it?
but
yeah. So
for the match,
7-5.
I did tell you no shit 6 for a shootout.
Only because Jez won it. If Scott won this frame, there'd been 2 minutes left to play a frame on.
Yeah, I think someone would have done it. Great match.
Yes.
And well played, Jez.
And thank you ever so much, Barbara, and good luck with the rest of your meeting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.